aggression.
Hello, today we're going to do a little voiceover on the new trailer for Doom, the Ancient Gods Part 1, the DLC. We're very excited. Okay, first here, let me pause it. A couple seconds in, we got the Slayer, our hero, sharpening his blade. Pretty awesome, guy's total badass. Just love this shot so much. Little bit of an homage there to the great Rambo films from the 80s, if anybody remembers. Then we have this gorgeous shot of Urdak. And that's where the climax of the DLC will take place, because you are there to rid heaven of the demons that have now taken over, and they are going to cause all kinds of problems because our heaven, which is called Urdak, is kind of like this interdimensional highway, and the demons now have access to all these different dimensions, and of course the Slayer has to do something about that. And to do that, let's see where the story goes here, what happens next in the trailer. Yes, some cryptic lines there being said by a character known as the Seraphim, and I'm sure that everybody will notice that his voice is somewhat familiar, so I'll let you piece that together. You'll find out soon enough when you watch the DLC exactly, when you play the DLC, exactly who that is, but I think people will think it's really cool. He says, "I knew who you were the moment we found you." Of course, that is in reference to the story from Doom 2016. What people should know is that this DLC is a two-parter, and essentially it is a two-part finale to the story that began in Doom 2016. There are certainly more Doom stories to tell inside the Doom universe, but the arc of this story will end with part 2 of the DLC. This is our Return of the Jedi, as we like to say. Your gifts are owed to us now. That's pretty juicy. What's he talking about there? Now, if everybody remembers from the Doom Eternal, that looks a lot like the guy that put you inside the Divinity Machine and blessed the Doom guy with his superpowers and turned him into the Doom Slayer.
The Slayer has arrived. Please proceed with control, but assertive aggression.
So that little piece of footage right there, that is the Blood Angel. I think you're going to really enjoy that character. That is a possessed angel, a demonic angel, which I think it's time that we saw more of that inside of the Doom universe. This character is really cool. Some interesting mechanics, and she's going to ask the player to break away from some of their normal habits, and you have to engage her in a certain way. A lot of the new AI, we understand that people have their way that they like to play, that they've developed over the course of Doom Eternal. And what we want to do is challenge players in new ways to try different tools that maybe they haven't used. So I don't want to give too much away here, but it's a really thoughtful piece of design, and I'm really excited for fans to get to fight against this character, because I think it's going to elevate the engagement levels of the overall combat experience, and that's as we've said many times during development. That is always our goal at id Software.
We work to resurrect the only ones who can save this world.
That is the Blood Swamps, the Hell Swamps. That's a really cool location. That's one of the levels that is in the DLC. It's extremely awesome. So this sequence here, this is really cool. That is the Spirit AI, and you see that it is a resurrection of the Summoner AI from Doom 2016. We brought her back. Yes, many people pointed out that there were other female demons in Doom, and yes, that is correct. The Summoner was one of them. And this time she comes back, though, with a unique twist. And let's watch what happens here. Obviously, she inhabits other demons, and she buffs them, and buffs them in a really unique way. It doesn't just give them more power or more speed. She actually makes it so you can't destroy their weak points, and they don't falter from attacks. So that makes them really formidable. And again, it breaks you out of your habits. The whole point of these characters. She's also very resistant to ballista shots. When a character is possessed, they they kind of make the ballista almost useless, which we know that is a great tool that everybody likes to use, but we wanted to design an AI that would challenge players to do something different. And now we see kind of the loop here is demonstrated in the commercial, where I destroy the AI that the summoner possesses, the spirit AI possesses, and then once exposed, I'm going to have to use the microwave beam to capture, hold, and explode the spirit. The microwave beam is going to be the only way that you could kill the spirit. And if you don't kill the spirit, very quickly she will pick a new host and possess the next AI. And when AI are possessed, they're like a nightmare to deal with. So you're very motivated as the player to destroy the spirit AI, which is it's a really cool loop. And yes, absolutely, the microwave beam, the spirit, the ghost. Of course, it's an homage to the film Ghostbusters because, you know, there's so much 80s and 90s nostalgia that makes it into this game. What can I say? I'm really old. So right there, that scene where the hand picks the character up, lifts it up, puts it on top of this crazy location inside of hell. You know, why is there this, you know, realm inside of hell on the top of this funky looking mountain? You know, all those things will be answered inside the story of the DLC and the lore pages that you pick up. It's as deep as ever, and it continues to expand the Doom universe. One of the things we're really proud of, though, here is that you'll see that the scope of this DLC, the places you go, the things you see, the stuff you fight, it's fantastic. I mean, I think the scope of this DLC is as good as anything that's in Eternal. And in some cases, I mean, I don't want to say better, but it's just friggin' awesome. I mean, there's really, really just some amazing stuff in this DLC, and we're really proud of it. And you can see it right here in this commercial. I mean, that giant creature, he wakes up, picks up the Doomslayer. He's like the size of a little ant in his hand, picks him up and puts him in this, you know, mythical location in the top of the peaks of the Blood Swamp. I mean, there's meaning behind all that stuff. There's lore. There's cool stuff that you're going to get to figure out. Cool characters you're going to get to meet, shoot, kill, glory, kill, do all these crazy things with. So we honestly think that people are going to freak out when they see this stuff. Let's watch the end here. Before I get to the double Marauder part, I did want to say, did you notice how he talks to him? I mean, he's kind of like, he had the honors to serve the gods yet again, because for all the lore nerds out there, they know that you did, in fact, once serve the gods in the past, in the time of the Sentinels. You actually once served the Khan Maker and fought for her armies alongside the Sentinels before the Civil War broke out and the Slayer went his own way and he was betrayed by the Khan Maker. He's referencing things that you did in your past there. And it's interesting, right? Because I wonder if the Slayer's going to go along with all this, because he generally doesn't really listen to people. So let's see what he does. The double Marauder. Now, we know that a lot of people love the Marauder so much. I love the Marauder. It's truly the other black belt in the game, and we know that he's the one who's going to put you through your paces, make sure that you know how to do everything we've asked you to do in Doom Eternal. Have you mastered it? Can you do it really fast while he's throwing flaming axes at you and he's summoning a firewolf that's going to bite your ankles? All of those things make him like the true test in Doom Eternal, and it's been fantastic to see people learn how to fight him. I mean, that's like one of my favorite things, is that yes, frustration is a part of engagement. You know, nothing good is easily earned, and that power fantasy in Doom Eternal, as we all know, is so much sweeter because we really make you earn it. But now there's two of them. Let's see what you got. I mean, the fans are screaming for this. I mean, I have a wonderful back and forth on social media with the fans, really just looking to see, you know, what it is they want, and they want that challenge. But you know, Doom Eternal is for everybody. You'll have your BFG shots to be able to clean out arenas when it gets too dense. You know, you've got your trusty chainsaw, and of course, you have difficulty settings. So no shame in anybody's game if they have to play it on a lower difficulty. We want everybody to enjoy and climb that mountain and master the experiences of Doom Eternal, no matter what setting you're on. So we can't wait to see what people do with all this. Can't wait to see the footage of people melting double Marauders. We got a lot more than that too. We may even have a buffed Marauder, which is a little bonkers. I don't know what's worse, two of them or a buffed one. So of course, and you don't want that spirit getting in that buff. That's one of the coolest things about the spirit, is if you don't kill the spirit soon enough and he makes it all the way to the end, then she's gonna buff a Marauder, and it's like a nightmare. So really, really cool stuff. I think this trailer is just fantastic. The people who we work with to help us put together these things just do a tremendous job. and everyone involved at id Software. Couldn't be more proud of the team. Marty and I are just thrilled to share this stuff with you guys. Everybody worked really, really hard on this stuff. Yes, COVID has been a challenge, but honestly, it has been just a really satisfying experience to finally be able to get this stuff out to you guys. Can't wait for you to see it. 10/20/20. See you there.